What are you eating?
We are live.
All right.
Are you okay? First up, are
Yes.
you a pineapple on the pizza kind of gal?
Pineapple on pizza's fine. Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Yes.
I'm fucking leaving
Yes.
right now. This is nope.
It's not the
nope,
best, but it's not the
nope,
worst.
Nope.
It's so good.
Nope.
I'm a salty sweet kind of guy with my foods and stuff.
Yeah.
What about you, Lindsay?
Pineapple with the pizza's okay. You know what? Pizza in general is just okay. Since I gave up
It is,
pizza
yeah.
4 years ago.
You did?
Did you say you gave up pizza 40?
Pretty much. I just
4.
don't eat pizza.
4 years ago. Oh, this is 40 years ago.
It's
I'm like,
not
you're even
something
40.
that I feel like is
so
Just like so great.
calories on. This
Yeah,
pizza's
yeah.
not where it's at.
I love
I'd rather
it.
have a really good steak or like a ribeye or you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all about. Now, what's your favorite steak place?
Ooh, that's tough. I think, you know, I've had a really good. I had when they had at the porterhouse or the tomahawk at Ember. That was killer.
And
That
it was
was
really,
killer.
really good.
You had to share it with someone. You can't eat the whole thing yourself.
Not me.
I mean,
Yeah.
Not me.
Debatable.
he talks a huge game about how he eats like 5 steaks on a
No,
Friday.
It's 3. First off, Beauty and Brawn.
Yeah,
Welcome.
You don't have to yell.
Listen, I do.
You don't have to
My
yell.
fucking thing.
It is.
So, I said 3 steaks at Jocko's, and they're 3. You know Jocko's steaks. You've been
Yes.
to Jocko's, correct?
Mm-hmm.
They have 20 ounce. They're 20 ounce ribeyes, 20 ounce fillets. I've numerous occasions ate 3.
60 ounces.
60 ounces, and I'm not even trying, man. And I promise you, I'm not good with eating a lot of bread, but meat. Yeah, I can down some meat. That didn't sound good.
I was like, keep going with that one, bud. I want to see how great of
I
a.
knew when it was coming, I was not gonna be good, but I gotta say it.
I was like, I
anyway.
want to see if you're gonna bury yourself with this one. Keep going.
Lindsay, please introduce
Yes,
yourself for
Justin.
those that do not know you or not familiar with you.
I am Lindsey Diaz, an IFBB Women's Physique Pro, owner of Oak and Iron. That's where we are right now.
Yes.
In Santa Maria. I am a fitness instructor, coach, and all-around motivational person.
I love it.
Just an
Advocate of
all-around,
anything fitness. Yep.
all-around badass.
Yeah.
We'll just go with that.
Sledge, introduce yourself. People who don't know who you are.
I was like, really? What's my business?
And next, go ahead.
I'm Ashley Diaz. I'm Lindsay's sister, and yeah, I get so awesome. Like,
That's like part of your introduction.
it is. Oh, yeah,
Like, so
sisters.
sweet.
It's my claim to fame. She does all the hard things, and then I just get to write.
And
her
then you get to
coattails.
just live. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So
That's what
I'm
Justin does to me, so it's fine.
I'm a group fitness instructor, personal trainer, homeschool mom, and doer of all the things.
When did you get into personal training?
I've only been personal training for like the last 2 years.
How you like it so far?
So far, so good. It's a different beast than group fitness. That's where I started. I've been teaching group fitness for the last 8 years.
Where at?
I started at Tantrum Fitness in
Oh,
Grover.
yeah.
So all
Oh,
women's
Tantrum.
gym.
Yeah.
That was my intro to structured fitness. I came from a dance Pilates background. And then, go from there. I currently coach here and then up at Headstrong in San Luis
Oh,
Obispo.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Headstrong. Yep.
Yeah. So when you got into fitness, group fitness was your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you just naturally gravitate towards group fitness, or did you have a desire to do just independent, like individual training?
Oh, it was definitely group fitness.
So that's kind of your strong suit, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it? I've always, okay, so being in fitness, I've been in fitness for the last, decade and a half. Being a trainer, you notice people that are really good in group fitness or ones that are really good in personal training.
Right.
I am not good at group fitness, and I stuck to just the personal experience with the person. Like that's where I shine the most in. And I don't know, you're obviously the stark opposite, right? I have a friend, Laura Pavlik. She's big into group fitness in Santa Maria. She does obviously backyard boot camp. Shout out to Laura, but she's really good with that. she's not so much of I'm sure she could do personal training as well, but she like gravitates more towards the group. Is that because it's like an energy? It's just like a different vibe?
Oh,
like,
for
what
sure.
pulls you into that?
Yeah, I mean, group energy, you get that direct feedback from the group. So that's great. When you're doing one-on-ones, it gives you the opportunity to go really deep with somebody, to really connect on that personal level, which is awesome. I love that. But definitely, I mean, when you're teaching group fitness, it's a high like no other. You're moving your body, they're moving their body, the whole crowd is into it. Yeah, it's super fun.
It's an energy.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Yeah.
And like you're the hype man. You
Yeah.
know, you get to be the hype man.
Yeah.
And you get instant feedback for that. And,
Yeah.
and it feels good, right? The
Yeah.
endorphins are flowing in both directions. Where I think in personal training, it's a more long-term program. You're not going to see that instant feedback, or the client's not going to go like, oh, you know, maybe of course they're going to say like that was a great workout, but your goals are much different.
Right.
You're not just there to burn X number of calories or to have an hour of movement with your friends and motivate each other and cheer each other on. You're there working on something that's more long-term, right? On one-on-one training.
Yeah. I've just never been too much shit going on when I'm doing. I remember being. Oh no!
Down goes Fraser.
That's not good.
Down goes Fraser.
Yeah, Fraser, stay there.
Fraser, stay there.
In my lap, yeah.
I remember.
Turn the base towards her. The base towards her. Yep, just like that. So the weight of the mic goes. Yep, perfect. Just like that. Yep.
So smart.
I know.
He is actually pretty
He's got
smart
his
with
moments, huh?
tech.
I have my moments
Yeah.
when it comes to techie stuff. Other than that, dumb as a box of rocks.
I remember when I was working at my first job and well, my first second job, personal training in Crunch Fitness in Burbank, and they had the person to teach at group fitness bailed out for the day, and they're like, any of the trainers are on the floor, like, do you want to, Justin, you want to take this? I asked a few people, and they all said no, and they were, Justin, want to take this? And I said, okay. And it was a treadmill group fitness class where you do treadmill shit for like intervals, you know, and then you get on the floor, you do like, I don't know, push-ups, I don't know, whatever. And I liked it because I can understand what you're referring to, like the whole energy of people. But I'm too much of a control freak in the sense that I can't hone in on every person exactly the way I want. I think it's an obsessive character trait with me. And that's just my wiring. I can't fix that. I don't, you know, I play to my strengths, not to my weaknesses. And so I said, I like that, but it's like, I'm not going to do that again. It was cool. It was a cool class. And I got some good feedback, but it wasn't, no, I'd just rather stick to like one-on-one.
Yeah.
You're controlling?
Oh my God.
No way.
You never
Would never guess that.
You've both been inside
No
my house.
way.
You know, it's
How many times did he make you wash your hands?
Oh, shut up, dude.
I'm not going to answer that. I don't want to, you know.
I rib him all the time. I give him shit for it all the time.
He does.
Before I even got in the car today, he's like, hey, did you wash your hands? And I was like, yeah, dude, I just went to the bathroom. Are you sure?
Because I knew he was dealing with his dog,
man.
letting his dog out, holding the leash and shit, and I know that that's not clean. So I'm like, did you wash your hands?
Yeah.
All right.
And then I go, you know what? I'll even use hand sanitizer because he has it in the back of his car. You know,
Not just one.
No,
Multiple.
he has
Yeah.
multiple.
Yeah.
Multiple.
I got the cream one, and I got the one with the moisturizer.
Alcohol, non-alcohol. You know. Yeah.
So
But
is it an overall germ thing, or is it like current climate?
That's the thing.
worries?
It's not germ. I don't know what it is, but it's. Well, I'll tell you what it is. I can't even really define it, other than I think of trace particles of shit. This is what I think about. So when people go to the bathroom, let's say like someone goes to the bathroom, takes a shit, and they wipe their wipe their ass.
Hopefully not.
But then when they go wash their hands, they're not thorough with the washing of the hands, and maybe, perhaps, there is some shit in the crevices of their fingernail, like literal shit,
It's valid.
and then that touches something, touches me. Fuck that. I don't want shit on my body.
Fuck that.
Oh man.
Okay, so that's where it's coming from.
Okay. All right.
And
so many questions, but I'm
But-
not even gonna go there.
So many
So many
questions.
questions.
but like germs, no. No problem with germs.
Okay.
He's going to run to the bathroom right now and literally wash his hands.
No, it's not a problem because I know my immune system's strong, etc. Like, I'm not worried about that.
You're
It's
around
like,
people that sweat. You're touching equipment that people have touched that they're sweaty, and they may not have washed their hands also.
thoroughly. I grade people when they're coming out of the stalls when I know they took a shit because I can smell it, and I'm grading them when they wash their hands, and it's just like and I'm like, bro, you're the reason why.
I cannot.
I can't.
I don't know.
You're the reason
Obviously
why.
you
I like
do
how
have
we're
to
both
show,
over
right?
here just going, yeah, sure, okay.
Missing out on the spice of life.
Lindsay's like, I totally get that. I totally understand it. Me and you were like, what?
Anyway, some weird quirks about myself.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What are your weird quirks? Do you have any weird quirks?
I have so many fucking weird quirks. I don't like people.
Oh, I couldn't guess that.
Fair
Yeah. I don't like crowds of people. I could be out in the middle. Oh shit, I almost knocked your shit over. Sorry. I could be out in the middle of like an arena full of thousands of people and I'll be fine. Put me in a farmer's market, I am fucked.
So when you're in Vegas, then you like the Strip would not be a place that you were.
I try to avoid the Strip as much as I possibly can because I have wide shoulders and people like to bump into me.
Oh, no kidding.
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
she has way
Shoulders
wider
than you
shoulders
do.
than me. I
not complaining.
no, seriously. Like I was
plane.
oh my, horrible. Because you just got back. Yeah, you just got back from Florida. How was the flight?
It's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, people are pretty friendly.
that's good.
You know, so I'm just like, hey, I'm probably gonna touch you the whole time.
Right.
Okay, but yeah.
Have you had anything? I think we talked about this on my podcast. Have you had anything weird on a plane before?
Not.
What do you think is
I
a
wouldn't.
different
I wouldn't.
question,
I wouldn't.
Sledge?
I wouldn't ask you because you don't go anywhere.
I
so.
don't.
Besides, like someone's foot from behind me was like up next to.
That's
the seat.
weird.
Can you please move your foot? Like
Who the fuck would do that?
They got really comfortable. No socks, no shoes.
What?
Wow.
I don't do feet. I don't do feet.
That was
Like,
the
There we
weirdest
go.
thing.
I don't do
It
feet.
wasn't
Like,
on me, but it was too close.
Too close.
I'm not a foot. Like, I'll go get pedicures and shit because, like, I believe like a guy that takes care of his feet usually takes care of their shit, right? But like, no, like anybody puts their foot on me or puts their foot near me, nah, that's just nope.
I'm not really. I don't see the under. I don't get feet. Like I don't get feet fetishes. I don't either.
I don't understand
I
it.
don't get it. Like I also don't think feet are ugly. I don't think feet are anything. They're just
a
what
thing.
we walk
There's
on.
part of
You
us,
know.
yeah.
But I for sure don't get feet fetishes. Like when girls are starting OnlyFans and they're doing a feet thing with they're making lots of money
I can't
a
understand,
month.
like,
I don't understand what gets men enthused about that.
I don't understand it
Yeah,
either.
someone drop a comment and
Yeah,
if you
please
have
let
a
us
foot
know about.
fetish,
Yeah,
what is that all about?
yeah.
We
I'm,
need to
Maybe it's 'cause
know.
they're covered.
I'm
most of the
very
time,
co-
right?
I'm very
So most of the
concerned-
time
not
your feet are
concerned, but-
covered, so when they're uncovered, it's
Oh, sure, that could be a thing.
right?
Or
Like ankles of the past.
people are doing it's ankle thing. It's an ankle thing too.
There's neck
I
things, too.
mean, I don't know.
Maybe
we
it's
all
just
have our
like
things.
they like the way the feet look like dainty, feminine, pretty. I don't know, man. I don't know. How could that turn you on?
I don't know. I got a weird thing about feet though. Like my feet always have to be covered. Yeah, like
Well, and
I
your
don't.
legs.
I like. I
Cover
don't.
your legs too.
You're
Like,
I-
California native, and
I-
you don't. Walk
I don't.
around barefoot or
No, I
sandals?
don't walk around barefoot, and I don't do sandals or nothing like that. No, my feet
What do you
always.
do at the beach?
I don't go to the beach.
Oh, okay.
That's what I do.
There you
live so
go.
close to the beach,
I
you
live
don't
a
go.
mile from the
Yeah.
beach, and I never go. And if I do go, I take my dog, and we don't go on sand because sand gets everywhere,
True.
and I don't like it.
yeah, I'm not a big beach guy either, but that's just because I'm not really like I don't venture. You know, I don't travel. I don't.
That's for damn sure.
I don't travel. I don't go to the beach. I go eat, and then I go to the gym, and that's my life. Like I'll go out to a cheat meal twice a week, and that's like my fun. But you understand this?
Yeah.
You understand this too? What kind
No,
of
I
life do you
don't
live? You
understand
live
that.
Travel.
This is
Okay.
like blowing my mind.
So it's okay. So because we put ourselves in this prison, it's some degree of prison.
Right, very structured and regimented. I have to travel though. If I don't get out of my day to day or week to week or what I consider like work environment, even if it's work for myself, even if it's like a gym where I'm lifting for myself, like I'll even go on what I call field trips and go to different gyms because I need to get out of my regular space. It sparks something else in me. It sparks the creative mind in me.
Yeah.
So.
I love that. That's actually really true. Sometimes I'll go to Western because of that.
Oh.
But I mean, I don't
equipment.
travel. Again, like I'm not going to travel. I mean, I don't know. I'm just a hermit. I think at the visceral level of me, I'm just a hermit. I just like to be in my own
It's
like
comfortable.
house, sanctuary.
predictable.
Yeah. My dad's
It's
the same
boring.
way. They're boring as fuck.
Super safe.
Yeah.
You know, there's no germs at home.
There are germs everywhere, but
You wash your hands.
I can control everything. Yes, I can control everything, which is also kind of a double-edged sword. I don't like that. Like it may seem like I like living the way I live. I do not like living the way I live.
So, question: if you don't like the way that you live, why
Change
don't you
it. Why don't you change
Why
it?
don't you make a little bit of a
Because,
change?
asshole, it's harder than that. It's so much more harder than just say,
Is
oh,
it,
let me change
though?
it one day.
Is it?
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Mentally, it's way harder. It's like me saying, hey, stop wearing black. Hey,
yeah,
okay,
you kind
so
of
it's
got
like
me on that
hard,
one.
it's hard. Yeah,
Yeah,
take
okay,
out your
yeah.
nose ring.
Well, then it would close.
Take out your plugs.
I did.
Can you see yourself in the mirror without plugs or a nose ring?
Yes, because I've done it before.
Okay, stop wearing black though.
Okay.
Hard, right?
Hard.
Right, hard. It's not just something you change. It's not something that I can just change. Not
Well, you
wash
could
my
make,
hands,
but you
not-
can make
wanna be in
steps
control
though.
of
and I
everything all
do
the
that, but it's not like a full-fledged change, you know? Also, I don't have things in my life that I'm like really, I don't have addictions. Zero addictions, except for the gym's not even an addiction. It's just a thing I do. It's just it's a part of it's an identity. It's just my identity. Maybe it's not so much your identity. It's definitely your identity, and it's my identity. It's just something we do, right? But I don't drink. I don't smoke. I never have. I never done any of that shit. I'm not a fucking beater. I'm not a piece of shit. I don't have a criminal record. I'm not an ex-con. I'm pretty good in that sense. Let me have one thing that I'm just fucking mental about.
You can have
which
whatever
is clean.
you want.
Which is clean.
So you can have whatever you want.
It's okay.
Man. Jeez.
Yeah. I'm addicted to weights. Yeah. And if I go a day without lifting, it is so hard. It's so hard not to lift. I get frustrated.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be in that space. I don't want to be resentful, so I'll just like look at my schedule and I'll go, okay, yes, that person, I can lift with them. They can, keep up with the workout that I program. That's a little bit for me too. And I get it in.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool because
That's
you're getting
fine.
paid whilst working out.
But you're also giving back to them, right? You're going to introduce them to stuff that maybe you wouldn't put in their program normally.
Oh, sure.
And then they love that aspect too of seeing you grind in it.
Sure. That's probably even better.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is.
You work out with your clients?
Some clients, yeah.
Yeah.
Some clients for sure. And it's just like that element of group fitness. When they see you working, it's like that reciprocal relationship.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, I want to get it as hard as you're getting it.
Yeah. And now I know you do bodybuilding, obviously. But what kind of program do you follow? Do you follow a type of program, or what is your desire in fitness? Like, what do you try to do in fitness?
Oh man, that goal has been amorphous for quite some time, just because I have my hands in so many different buckets right now. Like I said, I'm a homeschool mom, so that takes up a bulk of my time. And so I've wanted to get into shows. We've talked about it before. But it is, I see what that takes, the amount of time, the amount of dedication, the amount of consistency, and my schedule can be unpredictable. And so I'm like, I can't buckle down. So right now, just general fitness, staying conditioned, staying on top of things. Looking good, feeling good.
I love it. Yeah. Now this guy is
What did I
venturing
do?
into a show in a few months.
Yeah, what did I
Talk
do?
about that off camera.
Yeah.
We mentioned something, and I said, "Oh, you're 5 months out. Doesn't matter." Oh, the eating challenge.
Eating challenge. Yeah.
You have some fear about the eating challenge.
I do.
One fear is that you're contending against me.
No.
The second fear,
That is not the fear.
You don't want to lose.
No, I don't want to lose this one because I won't ever
right,
hear
'cause
the
he's
end of it.
contending against me.
Jeez.
That's why you don't want to lose.
I can
And
always
that's why
turn.
the fear
I
is
can
there.
turn his microphone down, but I can't turn his ego
You'll
down.
turn off the entire podcast if you do that, my friend. So tell me another fear. What's the other fear that you have?
I can guess a few right now.
There's a lot.
Definitely,
There's a lot of fears. There's definitely a lot of fears. Like it's definitely not losing to you is one of them. All right, I
Talks
tell you
that
that.
game,
It's more of like I've done so much hard work to get my body to where it is.
How long have you been dieting for this?
August. I started dieting like in August.
Okay.
Yeah. and like my abs are kind of starting to kind of come in, my shoulders are starting to everything's kind of starting to kind of cut where I want. Yeah, and I'm scared that I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go back into my old ways. So that's one of my biggest fears.
Super valid, yeah.
Is one of my biggest fears because I've been so good, and like my biggest problem is I'll do I'll do this where I'll get in really good shape and then I'll fall off fucking track because I'll do, I'll get into like a depressive mode or something like that, and I'll just be like, oh, I'm depressed about something. Like earlier this year I was super depressed because I lost like my dream job.
Yeah, you shared that.
Yeah, I lost my dream job, so it put me in a very, very big downward spiral where I gained like 50 fucking pounds because all I did was sit on my computer and would do Twitch and eat snacks all day,
Yeah,
and
you're becoming an incel.
it was horrible, man. And then I traveled, and I was still wrestling, and I was traveling, and like everybody was just looking at me like, dude, what the fuck happened to you? And like, I think that's one of my biggest fears is like people looking at me like that again and going, what the fuck happened to you? But I want people to look at me like that now of going, what the fuck happened to you? But in like a positive light.
In a positive way?
Yeah. In like a positive light, like going, dude, you fucking like, and like the feedback I've been getting like from online and from other people that have been seeing me, like all my progress and whatnot, has been very motivating. And I've motivated other people to change their lives as well, which makes me even more motivated. So yes, that's my biggest fear about going in tomorrow is falling back into that deeper regimen. That, and I don't know if I can hold that much food anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your stomach's probably
it's very it's shrunk. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hold that food, that much food. But I will fucking, if I fucking throw up, hey, I gave it a hell of a shot. You know what I mean? Like,
can you puke and rally, or do you have to keep it all down?
I think you have to keep it all down. I don't know if you can puke and rally. I think that's cheating.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah.
It's cheating.
Yeah, I think that's cheating.
You have to hold it down.
Yeah, I think you gotta hold it down.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter at that point if you puked.
Yeah, it just
I'm gonna touch on something. This is gonna be just predicated on you. I think that when you say I lost, I have a really hard time hearing that from you when you say I lost my dream job, because I don't necessarily think, and this is just me, it's an outside perspective, but this is how I view you, and this is how I've always viewed you from the moment that I met you. This is what your perceived dream job is just an actual funnel in the meantime till you actually get your dream job.
Absolutely.
Because honestly, I think you're far bigger than where you were in terms of your potential. I don't think that where you were, I don't want to name any names, but I don't know.
Ring of Honor, that's fine. You can tell.
Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
I don't think that that's your pedigree. I think that's below your pedigree.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's to me. But that's how I view you, all cap aside, all bullshit aside. I really do believe that you belong. I've always said it, WWE, Impact, shit like that, where you're actually on real fucking TV.
Yeah.
Like where I can flip the channel and see, oh, there's Sledge. He's out this weekend. Because he's on TV because I fucking see him.
Yeah.
Not in this imaginary TV land that no one sees.
Well,
a lot of
people saw it, but
TV. Not on mainstream TV, bro.
It was on mainstream TV though. But that's
when?
okay.
When?
It was on at midnight, but
okay.
Still, it was still mainstream TV. Damn
You're
it.
not Jimmy Kimmel Live.
But it was an East Coast based company. So like it was a lot of it was on the East Coast, and we were like worldwide. So a lot of stuff in the UK, Japan, so on and so forth. So like Ring of Honor was huge, and it was owned by a television station. So like it was really, really big. It was just,
but it was viewed by one segment.
Yeah.
Where what Justin's talking about, you reach multiple segments.
Absolutely,
of people
absolutely.
Not just into wrestling, but into maybe like I don't know. MMA or powerlifting or bodybuilding
For
or
sure.
just sports in general.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm doing now is I'm trying to make that transition into like doing more of like professional wrestling and fitness and all that and putting it all together, so everybody can see like, oh, he does fitness, but he also beats people up on the side too. So that's kind of cool, so,
Right.
and I want kids to kind of look and go, hey man, like I was a short fat kid when I was growing up and I got beat up a lot, and I want people to be like, yo, I could turn myself into whatever the fuck I want, and that's really fucking cool, So especially in the world that we live in now where a lot of people don't believe that, my dreams when I was a kid were kind of shot down by a lot of people, like, yo, you want to be a wrestler? Maybe you should get a fucking job. Maybe you should go to college. Maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do that. You
It's
know?
always the case of small-minded people. People that have a governor on their own mindset. Yeah. And the problem is the governor is set too low.
Right.
You know, I mean, so that's the thing that where it's like you think like let's put it into a justifiable illustration here. You have something like Pride, right? Pride fighting. You're familiar with Pride fighting?
Yeah, I'm familiar. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But then there's UFC, and
Right.
that's the pinnacle of fighting,
Right.
And that's where everybody wants to be immersed in is the UFC.
Correct.
Pride is cool, Bellator is cool, but it's not UFC. Doesn't get doesn't get the same kind of popularity, the same kind of drive.
Absolutely.
That's where you belong if you're a fighter. That's something like analogous to WWE or Impact, right?
Yeah, it would be like WWE would be like your UFC.
Right.
Right. And then like AEW, I guess right now would be your Bellator. And then your Pride would be your Impact, I guess would be your if you really broke it down like that, then yeah. And I really don't want to go to the WWE. I don't have any aspirations to go there. They would make me move, and I like being here, you know, so on and so forth. And AEW is just too saturated with talent. Like they're just picking everybody up, and like they don't know what to do with it. And they only have like 3 hours of television, a week, you know, and they have 300 people under contract. So with that much stuff, you know, a lot of people get kind of lost in the shuffle, you know. So like Impact is definitely like my goal is where I'm at right now in my mind is Impact. And like there's been conversation, which is kind of cool, you know, and they noticed me in the gym.
That's right.
Which was fucking cool, you know, so.
Anyways, charcuterie boards. We were talking about charcuterie boards before we got.
What the fuck is a charcuterie board?
And so,
all the cool.
I'm uneducated.
Yeah. Please tell them what a charcuterie board is.
It's basically like a giant Lunchable for adults. You have this amazing spread of meats and fancy cheeses and crackers and fruits and veggies, and yeah, they're pretty awesome. If you have not yet had one, I'm sorry, and where have you been?
I know. They're like a good finger food, just a really good finger food. And I haven't had a good one yet. I was telling you, I haven't had a good one yet. But this spot, she said there's a spot right here that's going to open up.
Possibly.
Yeah.
It's been a year and a half.
Right.
Since they've been trying
so
to
maybe
open it
not.
up.
So maybe not.
So maybe not.
If Charcuterie 805 is ever going to open, please let us know. Because I would love to, on a cheat day, finish training, close the gym, walk down and have a wonderful glass of wine and maybe a little charcuterie.
Yeah.
Now, would you have a little charcuterie or would you have a lot of charcuterie?
Oh my gosh. So every time I host holiday gatherings or things at my house, I always make a spread or charcuterie board. And that's probably when I cheat. But when I go out, it's just way too caloric. The cheese, the honey, the fig jam, the crackers, the carbs, the meats, the fat content in like those cold cuts.
Yeah.
No, can't do it.
What is your go-to cheat meal right now?
Oh, man.
Do you have one?
No.
Just whatever you're craving for the day, right?
No, yeah, I kind of flexible. I'm going to just call it flexible dieting for a couple weeks and I'm done. I'm just like, that's all I need. Once a year, be a little flexible, and I have a sweet tooth. So it would be like,
What's your go-to candy?
I don't have Reese's cups.
Yes.
Reese's cups.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
What about
Reese's
you?
cups.
Yes.
Oh, I don't. You guys are gonna hate it. I don't really do candy.
You don't do candy, you do pineapple on pizza.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on?
What is your vice? Like, if you had to cheat on something, what would you choose?
I don't know, because when I am not, definitely I don't exist in that extreme. So, if I'm going to have like something sweet here or there, it comes up, it happens, I have some and I move on. It's never like, oh my gosh. So nothing for me is on a pedestal, which I guess is like the upside of not being so restrictive.
So good. That's such a balanced way of living. I don't understand that. I'm sure. Do you?
I understand the shit out of that.
Yeah. Because then
Very
it's
hard
like,
for me.
I could have this, but it doesn't sound that good. It's like I could have it anytime, no big deal.
Right. That's a
used to be like
mindset. I bodybuilding fucked me up. When I
Yeah.
was competing, it fucked me up and gave me a bad I don't want to say relationship with food, but it's just like I don't view food the same. I view it in numbers.
Right.
I view it in quantity. I'll always view I will never just have carbs. It has to have protein with carbs. I'll never just have fats on their own. It has to have some carbs or protein with the fats. It's always like a somewhat of a balanced equation to some degree. I don't look at food. I'll never look at food the same. I don't, even if I'm 70, I don't think I could ever look at food the same. The same. I don't snack. I have meals. I don't. It's just. What about you? Same thing.
Oh, same thing. Yeah, there's just stuff that you just go, okay, that's not part of my program anymore. That food doesn't exist to me. Like pizza, we were talking about. I just don't eat it anymore. I don't think about it. I don't. If someone goes, this is really good, I don't try it. It's just not part of like my like food vocabulary.
Yeah,
I guess is how to say it. But that's so unbalanced, right? Because you want to be able to go, oh, I could have a little bit of that if I want it.
I would just say structured more than anything, like more than unbalanced. That just means you're very strong-willed. And I shot TV for a company called Championship Wrestling from Hollywood in Irvine just a couple weeks ago, and they had giant pizzas back there, and I brought my meals with me, right, just like I did today, and it was one of those things where it's just like everyone's like, oh, dude, you want a piece? And I was like, oh, it smells so fucking good. And it was like getting later and later and later, and I was like, oh, it sounds so good. And I was like, nope, stick to the meals, stick to the fucking plan, stay structured, and that's one of my biggest things. I always fall off track. Like, oh yeah, I'll just have one. Oh, and then one turns into two turns into three. Next thing you know,
Well, yeah, you eat a whole pizza.
I would.
One or two slices.
Yeah.
Right, we're actually saying, okay, if she wanted to have something, she'd allow it into her diet, but you're only going to have the amount that satisfies or satiates that hunger.
Yeah.
And
So
not
Well, here's the thing. I've been really lean. I know what it takes to get there, and I know how I felt when I was there. I did a challenge, which turned into a diet spiral, which turned into over-exercising and under-eating.
Please, go ahead, touch on that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And, at first it's like, okay, yeah, I see my body changing. This is really cool. And then it got to a point where that's all I could think about. And I was afraid to eat, and I was afraid of food. And I only, ate like 10 different things. And if I didn't, if I went over, or if I, I had to go out somewhere, or I had to eat a meal at somebody's house, I was so panicked that I would lose everything over this one meal and all my hard work. And then I'd have to go, cardio it off, and it was not a good space to be in. I wasn't the best person in that space. I couldn't love people the way I wanted to love people, because I was just in this extreme place of diet, exercise. And so I know for me, for me, it just wasn't worth it, And so I think that at the end of the day, you have to take stock in, what is it that you want? What is it going to take? What sacrifices are you willing to make? And is it worth it? So I knew for me, like sitting at that really low body fat percentage wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth all the sacrifices that, and all the things I had to get up, and where, my relationship with food and exercise and stuff took me. So yeah, it just feels great to be in that space where it's like, yeah, I could have a bite of, like what I want and leave it and feel good about it. So, I mean, you see people on both ends, for some people, it's going to be the success in I can be regimented and structured and I can follow a program. And then you're going to have people on that other side where success for them is going to be, hey, I'm not going to track all my food today. I'm not going to panic if I don't hit my macros, So, I mean, you have to find freedom in what works for you, I think.
Yeah, that's a big quest. It's hard. If I don't stay structured, I think I'm in chaos, and that chaos breeds more chaos. And then before you know it, I don't know, I'm just lost. And I can't be lost. Like I have to know the direction. I have to be able to lead myself. And that's important to me. And so I think it all stems or prefaces off of structure. And then that obviously levies on discipline. If you can, be able to cultivate the structure and nurture it with discipline and always and set standards, right? And always meet those standards. That's very, very important, But that's the only way I think I get shit done. I think if I was not structured, I wouldn't have much of a direction, and because of that I would be lackadaisical in my ventures, and I would start something, not finish it, start something, not finish it, and I can't respect that. So I think that's that's a major contributor. That's the reason why I do what I know, how I set my life in place. What about you, man?
It's funny that you were saying that, like, when you would go to somebody else's house, you'd be like, ah, shit. And then I'd be like, oh, God, I have to go and do fucking shitload of cardio and stuff like that. That's literally how I feel about going in tomorrow.
Oof.
Yeah, that's literally how I feel about going in tomorrow.
That's heavy.
Yeah. Like the way you were talking, right? I was just like, that's literally how I'm feeling right now going in tomorrow. Because, like, I don't want to lose all the progress that I've done.
Right.
And that's literally how you were feeling.
But actually, your body can actually really respond well because it thinks now it's getting this excessive amount of calories.
Right.
So your metabolism might actually spike.
It's very true. Very true. Yeah.
So use it to your advantage. Do you
Going.
train legs the next day?
Yeah, I was going to.
Good.
Yep.
And let's say that, like, you have let's say that wrap is 4,000 calories. Okay, let's just put a number on it, 4,000 calories.
Okay.
And then let's say your Laguna Grill cheat meal with all those fried foods you had.
That's true.
Okay, I'd argue that is far more calories than what that wrap is going to yield, because all those calories are there's so much fat in all of that food. Now there's a lot of fat in the wrap, but there's
Are they putting cheese in that thing?
yeah, but but considerably less.
That's right. You said 4.
Yeah, steak,
Considerably
avocado, whole foods that are generally good for you.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. You said 4 pieces, right?
What?
You said 4 pieces of cheese?
7.
Just kidding.
It's 7 slices. It's nothing though, dude. That's like,
nothing.
200
200 calories.
I would say if you did feel bad.
Hopefully
about
there's some
it,
heat to it.
Just
Hopefully.
no, there's not.
Damn.
It's no.
I like hot
No.
food.
Just fast the next day, man. Just don't eat drink protein shakes the next day.
Well, the point being is that make a plan.
Yeah.
Make a plan and stick to it. You've been sticking to a plan since August, so same thing.
Yeah.
You go back to your plan.
Yeah, you're not gonna get thrown off.
I'm just going to fuck you up tomorrow. I'm just straight out saying that straight
Focus
out.
on the win.
I'm just going to focus on the win. And I'm going
There
to
you go.
fuck you up tomorrow.
You know, there's some bodybuilders that are professional bodybuilders as well as professional
Yes.
competitive eaters.
Who's that?
I can't think of his name right now. It starts with a B, but there's one. He's
Is
based
he old?
out of
Like-
Nashville. No.
He's a new
younger.
guy.
Younger, yeah.
He's out of Nashville?
Yeah. I'll figure out who he is. His name's not Bradley. It starts with a B. But yeah, I'll figure out who he is and I'll send you his IG.
There's Katina Eats Kilos. She's a bodybuilder who does eating challenges now. There's Joel Hansen, who's a bodybuilder that does. I love watching competitive eating. I really do. Like
know a lot
on
of people
YouTube,
do. You
on
guys are-
YouTube, I love watching competitive eating. Like Man vs. Food was my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a great show. You probably didn't see it.
Yeah, I did.
You didn't see
Yeah,
it
multiple
No, you
times.
didn't. No, you didn't.
But when you're in it, when you're doing it, it's different than watching it.
Yeah.
You're actually feeling the pain. Like you're gonna feel tomorrow. I'm just gonna breeze through it. Multiple times I've ate 3 foot long subs, not even just fucking eating
okay.
on a cheat meal. Okay,
So
not a
many
big
breads.
deal. Not a big deal. So I know. Yeah, you're gonna be hitting yourself tomorrow when you're
Jeez.
like, fuck, I can't believe you ate all that. Because I'm so small. You're like, where does this go?
So small.
I'll put it in the fucking
When every
legs.
time I turn around, he goes, "I'm so
So
big."
Oh, I just had something. I fucking lost it. Shit.
It'll come back to you.
It'll come back to me. Eating challenge tomorrow.
Yep.
Are you ready?
I think after talking to you guys, I think I'm more mentally ready than I was.
Yeah, you're not gonna
Nice.
lose your
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
man. You definitely will.
I think that was that's my biggest, like I said, that was my biggest worry about going in tomorrow. I was like losing my shit, because I'm starting to feel more confident in the mirror, starting to feel more confident, in different other areas, where I'm just like, I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, hey, look at that little, oh, all right, cool, fuck yeah, or like, oh, fuck yeah, that's cool looking, like
Yeah.
that's totally different. I've never had that
That's
before.
an everyday thing for me.
Oh,
But,
shut the fuck.
Hey, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
But you also, like what she was saying, this can kind of speed things up, metabolically
Yeah.
speaking, and that can actually be a favor to you. And it's like it's one meal. Like we were talking off cam, she said one meal or one day of eating clean is not going to make you.
Yeah, and I was
It's
listening
like
to
one
that.
day is
Yeah.
not going to make or break you if you eat bad.
No, and you were totally like, I was totally listening to what you were saying about setting up, but yeah, you were like, yeah, eating one day bad isn't going to completely throw you off track.
Right.
You know, eating multiple days bad could throw you off track.
Yeah.
You know, that's like when you were saying when people only do, you know, their diet or whatever it is for a week and they don't see anything. So they get kind of discouraged and they go, I don't see anything. You're like, yeah, it's been a fucking week.
Whatever's been most consistent.
Yeah.
Right. Is consistency will rule. The day.
Consistency key.
You know, and on those days where you think like, you know, how you're just like a little bit fearful of tomorrow, well, revert to your plan and stick to the plan. Even if you don't feel like it, or you're like emotionally or mentally like, oh man, like being tough on yourself for eating whatever, like you just have to go back to the plan.
Yes.
Yeah. You say consistency is key.
Consistency.
It's a necessity, dude. I mean, that's the only way you get things done long term at all is if it's a necessity. It's a non-negotiable. It's got to be a non-negotiable.
Isn't that key though?
Yeah, but key can mean a lot of things. Like lifting weights is key. What is it key to? A healthy, strong body? Well, there's multiple things that factor into that umbrella.
For me, it's mental.
Be a healthy body, you know? Well, a lot of things tether under mental, too. Like the way your pursuit in life, like your direction where you're going, and then obviously what you do on the background to nurture that pursuit. So lifting weights, eating right, walking the dog, having a mental break from your stressors in life, etc. All those things play in tandem to you pursuing mental health. There's multiple things, right? But consistency should be necessary for everybody following anything. And you should follow something in life. Like if you're not following something in life, what are you fucking doing? So like when you lost your job, about that, like I would argue that was a blessing because it made you recoil what was otherwise not going to be recoiled because you were so immersed in what you were doing there, but that was mediocre based on who you are and your potential. Because you have a lot of fucking potential. I know I don't bloat you up a lot about that, but you do. A lot of potential, and it's far more than what you were doing, or rather dispensing with in the Ring of Honor. There's far more to you than that. So that was a blessing. The way you handled it was fucking lame. But then again, everybody deals with their things differently. And so you dealt with it like that. You got depressed a little bit, bah humbug. But you, as a man, being a fucking firm, strong man, you have to lead, and you have to show other men how to lead. And that's how you really cause a ripple effect with other men and cause them to get off their ass and do shit, is leading by example. And that's the reason why you're inspiring people now. It's because people are seeing your quest and you're seeing that you're actually putting action in between, or in the back of your words. And it's very meaningful to other people.
Especially in today's day and age. Yeah, we have a lot of people that love to talk. But let's see what you can put out.
We actually talked about this on the podcast. You have clients, and I'm sure you do as well, that say, I had these goals, and they're pretty extraordinary to some degree, right? And I want you guys both answer this, or talk on this rather. When people have these crazy goals, and you know the time span it's going to take to get this person into X shape, and they have unreasonable expectations, how do you navigate that?
You really have to be honest. You have to be honest and transparent, and you have to let them know what it will take and what they will have to sacrifice and where they're willing to go. Are you okay? If you want to achieve that, then you're going to have to not drink for 90 days, be very regimented with the types of foods that you eat. You're going to have to do X amount of cardio and not skip a training session for 3 months, 90 days. That's what you have to commit to. And if they go, okay, I can't do that, then you go, okay, well, this is the type of shape you can get in with what you're willing to put in. And just be honest with them. I mean, that's all you can do. And then they can say, yeah, this is what I can commit to. And okay, I'm okay with maybe having a flat tummy and maybe not having a 6-pack. Okay. It's a trade-off.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I have that conversation all the time with clients. It's like, you got to change your behavior or you got to change your expectations.
That's a good one. I like that. Yeah.
That's really good. Yeah.
And so do you ever get pushback from people when they say, for example, a lot of people levy their fitness and their results on the trainer only, right? So if you're not being black and white and transparent, like Lindsey's saying, and you're setting the stage verbally by saying, this is what you're going to achieve if you only give me X and Y. But if you give me X, Y, and Z, then you're going to get this out of it. And you kind of have to put them in their position. And because oftentimes they'll put too much stock in you as a trainer, like you're this magical substance entity that can just wave a wand over their body and make them into something that they're not going to be. You know what I mean? Or they want to be, rather.
For sure. Yeah, and just reminding them, like, I see you for 90 minutes a week, or I see you for 3 hours a week. I can't work miracles in 3 hours.
Yeah, that puts the responsibility back on the client.
Yep.
Okay. You know, yes, I will love to, I'll teach you everything that I know as far as fitness goes. I'll teach you how to be more mentally in control of what you put into your body, or how to structure your day, or, you know, what is going to work for maybe your schedule, and how to make the most out of that. But yeah, maybe like for 3 hours a week that you're with a trainer, out of how many hours in a week that they're responsible for.
And that's on the long end.
Yeah.
Because most people are not going to be able to, one, implement or afford, or both, training sessions with a trainer for 3 hours a week, like more than that. So when you're only seeing them 3 hours a week and there's X amount of hours in the day, et cetera, and you have to obviously put so much of the onus on them to be responsible with their sleep hygiene, responsible with their eating.
Well, that's a good one. We didn't even bring that up. Yeah, sleep hygiene is huge.
Right.
That's maybe one of your I'd say first tool to achieving fat loss and body recomposition is sleep.
Yeah.
Yep. Big one. So make sure after that meal you sleep well.
Oh, I always do.
Are you going to have any sweets afterwards?
I'll probably have some Reese's.
Yeah. Reese's are my go-to.
Reese's are my go-to. Every cheat meal I have Reese's at the end.
How many?
I usually have like a pack, like 2.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're very, very balanced. I am.
It depends. Okay, it depends. Okay, it depends. It might be like the king size, you know, with the 4 in there.
Sure.
I might have a little bit.
I eat that before I train every day.
I might have like some Kit Kats with it too. Got like Kit Kats.
You do?
Yeah, I love Kit Kats.
Yeah, Kit Kats
the
are
white
lame.
ones.
So I'm a Reese's fanatic, but like.
Do you like the white Reese's?
Yeah, but I am just like a traditional,
classic.
simple chocolate peanut butter.
Get the potato chip out of there. What's that? Huh?
Oh, I know. I had that, and I'm like, this is not good. They want to make ones with potato chips in there.
Why the fuck would you fuck something up so good?
Because it's salty sweet.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They figure,
All right.
but it's not enough salty to coin it salty to give it that taste. You know, that taste profile that you're thinking is going to be there. But I'm a simple Reese's, like very traditional. I'm very traditional and simple and just boring in so many facets of my life, man. You're not. You're definitely like more exciting than I am.
That is true.
Yeah. Who's the most exciting one out of you two?
I don't know.
Define exciting.
Spontaneous, adventurous, willing to
I think we
just go
both
on a whim.
Yeah. It just is in different areas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would be like him, and she would be like me.
Perfect.
We're very, very like.
The more we talk, I'm like, okay, I'm more like her.
Oh,
the
yeah,
more
for
you
sure.
guys
I feel like that's working.
I definitely feel that.
Maybe in the public eye, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, true,
But then
true.
we also have our own stuff that we like to get into personally.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
not feet though.
I think
Not
when you
Not
dig under
feet,
the
though.
surface, that in our private life, you'd probably be the most surprised out of our private life. I mean, I don't know because I don't know enough what goes on.
I'm fucking weird. In my personal life, I'm fucking weird.
Keep
Okay,
it weird.
Yeah, I keep shit weird.
I love it.
Okay, we'll just go with that.
Are you though? Because
I'm not gonna disclose it, but yeah, dude, I keep some shit pretty fucking weird. So yeah,
I mean,
OnlyFans coming soon. Just kidding.
I can't say that. I mean, I have quirks for sure, but I think that I'm so predictable and so simple and so traditional and so boring that like I said, man, I don't even like to go out of town unless it's like.
That's crazy. See, I'm not quite like that.
I love going out of
in
town.
my Monday through Friday, very much like that. When it's my time, like, okay, let's go to the airport. Where are we going?
Oh, really?
Like, yeah.
Love it.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Fucking love it.
I'll go to Miami for the weekend.
Oh shit.
Fucking love
really?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Dang,
that.
man. I might go to Santa
Definitely.
Barbara or like Magic Mountain or something, but that's about it.
I'm so used to traveling, that I'm just
He's your big star.
I'm like, it is what it is.
Not yet. You will be. Well, not yet.
Hey,
though.
when you get people to pay for your flights, you
Not
come
yet,
and talk
man.
to me. All right?
You have
So-
it on a level, but you're gonna be way higher than that. Just
Absolutely,
wait,
I will
dude.
be, but
Just wait.
People still pay for my shit. But anyway, yeah, I'm the same way. Like if I'm home too long, I'm like I gotta go somewhere now. But at the same time, though, I really like being home. So traveling sometimes because I am kind of a big person. It kind of sucks, especially like long flights. Have you ever thought about like moving to Florida?
I think
Besides hurricanes.
when my friend was living in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
I thought about it, considered it.
Because a lot of bodybuilders live in
Huge
Florida.
fitness.
Huge fitness.
Huge,
Huge, yeah. And a lot of the bodybuilders that I watch are all based out of Florida.
Sure.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh,
That's
big
what I
hub
wanted
in
to talk
Tampa.
about.
what, based out of Florida?
The Olympia.
Oh, the Olympia.
So who are give me your top 5 picks for the Open Men's?
That's tough.
It is very
Uh-huh.
tough.
Okay, I think Big Ramy is definitely going to win.
Gonna win.
I think he's looking better than ever. I just watched an interview with his coach, Chad Nichols, and
You can't
it's
beat him.
different-
He's very, very hard to beat.
yeah, because of his structure, everything. I think we'll see how Brandon Curry comes in. He was a winner.
Did he get his legs up?
I don't know.
Because his legs were the feeding thing for him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he's definitely going to be
A top third or second?
Yeah. I really like Nick Walker, but he's young too. So I don't know if
mutant.
right, if he's going to get in that top 3 spot. I think over time he will, but I think he still needs a little bit more muscle maturity. He's got size, no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
This guy, he's definitely like a freak when it comes to like structure, size, mass, definition, but maybe he needs just a little bit more to contend with those guys at the top. So that would be 3. Hunter Labrada.
Hunter's looking
is
fucking.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think his shape.
Love
will just
watching
put him
him.
in the top 5 for sure. And he just has to bring better conditioning than last year. And then I really like Samson Duada.
Yeah,
I hope I'm
Samson's
saying
really
his last name correctly.
Yeah.
But my God, like he's something else. Like you look at all these guys, right? And individually they're fantastic. You look at their, even like 2 months out of the Olympia, they're looking like you've never seen a human being look like that before. But then when they all get compared next to each other on stage, when you have 10 of these guys that just carry, an off season around 300 pounds or more, and then when they cut down, maybe they're like in 260s, 270s.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking muscle.
Yeah,
a lot of
especially when they're
fucking
like
muscle.
5'1".
Right.
It's insane. But you're right. You're right. And then
Those are my picks.
what about that guy?
William Bonac too. You can't count him.
But he's not.
I don't know.
He's so good, but he's not the size that these guys are.
He I think per square inch of his body has packed on as much muscle as his frame will carry.
Yeah.
Which is impressive.
There's another guy out of Kuwait, maybe. I don't know if it's Kuwait or not, but he has that unibrow. I forgot his name.
Hadi Chupan.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He's so good.
So-
So he's probably going to be like a top contender too. And his coach is one of my favorite coaches, Hani Rambag.
Hani.
Yeah, he's the guru for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly,
It's
think
like-
that
Hani always
Best
goes, you
Mr.
don't
Olympia.
really know what fucking failure is, And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I honestly think, like, I saw a picture of Nick Walker recently. I mean, he was like 4 weeks out, and they were doing it on Bodybuilding and Bullock's Fuad's channel when they were they were rating the guys, and they were like top picks, etc. And they got to Nick, and obviously Nick is a big face on that podcast. They're all friends and shit.
Yeah, I don't think he's on there anymore. But
No, but he's like they're obviously really good friends, and so you could tell that. When Fuad was saying, like, okay, here's Nick. Well, what do you think Nick's gonna do? You could sense the questioning in his voice, and he didn't it's like he didn't want to say that Nick's not gonna be comparable to Ramy, and
Right.
Nick wants to win.
Oh yeah,
You know,
wants
he
it
wants to
more than
win,
anyone else.
and I'm just thinking to myself, Nick's crazy looking, but when you compare him to Rami's so big, conditioned, and he's pretty looking. It's like, fuck, you can't. It's hard to beat
that's
that.
what it comes down to. So men's open bodybuilding, right? How the judges, how do they judge? Do they judge based on that's aesthetically pleasing? You know, it's very symmetrical. We like the way that all of your body parts fit together. Or you have the best quads I've ever seen. So your quads beat everyone else's, but you may not be the prettiest on stage. You may not be the most symmetrical. Or your back is the most dense, the widest. That V-taper, it beats everyone else. But then you turn around to the front and you have weaker areas, right? So how is that the judging even is, or do you judge based on conditioning, right? What if someone came in like super dry, really cut, they nailed their diet, they're, you know, peeled back, like so good. And you know, maybe they don't have the biggest delts or the biggest chest, you know, so then there's the size aspect too.
I think the judges have to narrow down on what they're looking for and just stick with that.
Yeah.
And run with that for the rest of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Derek Lumford. I'm a huge fan of him. Like, like his YouTube channel is amazing. And like he like is very like connected with God and shit like that, and I'm trying to get more connected with God and stuff like that, with more religion and stuff like that. I think he's got a good chance too. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
I think he does have a good chance.
I think he's got a great chance.
I think he just hasn't tapped into his full potential right now.
Right.
This is his first time in men's open from 212. So
Yeah.
he's used to cutting to make the 212 category, and this is the first time where he's able to like really build, really grow. And his coach is Hani Rambad.
Oh, really?
Also, yeah. But so I think in a year or two, he's going to be in that top.
Yeah.
Ash, are you going to the Olympia with Lindsey?
I am not.
So
But
are you into the Olympia at all? Are you into like the guys that are competing, or even women that are competing?
I mean, I think it's fantastic because I know, you know, part of like what goes into it, and the human body is an amazing thing. So seeing people take it to that level is fascinating to me. But I mean, I don't follow it as closely. I don't know, you know, like names offhand or anything like that.
So what are some of the things that you're into?
I don't know. I'm into
Just
a
fitness?
lot of different things.
Well,
like,
let's talk about it.
Pineapple on pizza.
Pineapple on
Pineapple
pizza being like number one, obviously.
Not having ranch.
Yeah, no ranch. Sorry. It's awful.
Like
Ranch,
ketchup?
What was that?
ranch does not belong anywhere on anything ever. It's so gross.
Ranch is amazing.
Do you like ketchup?
No.
With fries?
Oh no.
Not even with
Ketchup
fries.
is also disgusting.
What is your condiment
That's my
thing?
part.
Barbecue?
Yeah.
I love barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce, hot sauce, buffalo sauce, like anything kind of spicy.
So he likes that.
I love
Yeah,
spicy food.
Spicy's good.
Yeah,
Spicy's
spicy.
real good.
As spicy as my
Salsa,
heart.
you know,
Salsa. Well,
yeah.
yeah, because we're on the store. You know where
Yeah,
we're at.
here we are.
I mean, yeah.
What does that mean? Where we're at? Salsa?
Yeah.
Was it Santa Maria?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, is that like a thing here?
Did you not know?
Are you just now waking up?
Santa Maria. Is it Santa Maria salsa?
It's a thing.
The Mexican food here is
Oh,
amazing.
Mexican
Yes.
food.
Mexican food,
Oh.
salsa. You don't travel a whole lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I
Oh,
can't fault
well,
you
I
for
think
you're,
there's Mexican
you're in a
food
Royal
places.
Grande.
Yeah, you're kind
so.
of you're in a small bubble. But when you
Grande.
yeah,
a Royal Grande.
yeah. When you go and you travel other places, let me throw something out to you, kid. All right, when you travel other places and people go, let's go to Mexican food. The first thing I go is where are we? Oh fuck. I'm like, it's not going to be that good.
Right? Not a lot of places get it right.
No, not at all.
That's how I feel about steaks. Like, there's not a lot of places that get steaks right.
Been
I-
Texas?
If you barbecue steaks, yeah, you get it right. But if you cook a steak on the pan
The
or
cast
in
iron.
the oven, yeah, no, it's not gonna have the same taste. Like I love Jocko's. I talked about it earlier. I've been to multiple steakhouses. I've been to big ones like Ruth's Chris. I've been to Hitching Post. I've been to all the ones around here. Ember makes really good steak. There's no one that can contend with Jocko's flavor profile, and it's because that pit. I think. Have you ate at Jocko's?
I have. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I just haven't had the best.
Maybe I haven't had the best
I
experience.
think I look at the ambiance too when I'm eating
Oh,
out.
yeah.
And I'm a fan of going.
I
to
sit in the
somewhere
bar.
and have a great. Okay.
I sit in the bar and I just watch people. I eat my food and I watch people, and that's the funnest thing because you see a lot of different personalities in the bar, and I like to just spectate to some degree people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
what are you pointing at me for? First
we have a visitor. Please show yourself, visitor.
I'm like, what's going on here? I was
My
like,
mom.
Hey.
Come in.
Mom's here?
Love it. I love moms.
Mom's
Come
here.
in. You got to come into frame now. You got to come into frame.
Come sit next to me, Mom.
Seriously.
No, you gotta
Hang out
come
with us.
around.
We're having a
You
good
gotta show your
time.
face. You gotta show your face. Come say hi to the camera.
Come.
Come on. No, come on.
Aw.
Come on, Mom. Come and say hi. Come say hi to the
Please.
camera. Oh my gosh, we got a shy one here.
I was wondering where your eyes were going. I was like, what are you looking behind me for?
what are you doing? Oh,
You have such a cute mom. How did you not tell us about your cute mom?
well, I didn't know she was in the BB area.
Oh, that's your mom.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Good. How are you? Thank you. I love you.
Okay, it's open for you. Go ahead. Thank you.
She's so cute.
Thank you.
I love how she knew where to
Bye.
find you.
Yes.
I thought that was your mom.
No.
You're like, Mom, come in. I was like, yeah,
I
Mom,
saw her
go in.
behind me, and I'm like, oh wow, I gotta bring her in now.
Aw.
she just didn't want to.
Your mom's favorite
So
podcast.
supportive.
I'm your mom's favorite podcaster. I'm just throwing it out there.
No.
That's why
Does
she
have
just.
it on
Oh.
like
That's-
location, like your iPhone
Well,
location.
yeah,
She just
she knew.
like
Find
tracked
my
you down.
iPhone.
She knew where to find you.
She knew because I was posting about being here and then being at Hoagie's on my Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and she was resharing it on Facebook. All she does is Facebook, right? Because she's
it,
not
yeah.
like,
That's great.
no Instagram and stuff. Which that's a good thing. Like older people should not be on Instagram like that.
Why?
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I
So
even
that
there's a lot
do
of
not call
questions.
your mom
What?
older.
Yeah.
Definitely older. And I think that's a good thing. I think you should stay in your lane. I think people should stay in their lane. And I think that Instagram is a kiddie thing, like to some degree. It's like a thing like our age and lower. Older people like my mom have zero business spending their time going through a news feed.
Isn't that the
of
same thing on
pictures and
Facebook?
shit. Yeah, but there are some informative things on Facebook too, like news and
There's
that.
informative things on Instagram too,
Where?
and on TikTok.
There is.
TikTok, yeah, man, and she actually does TikTok. Which
Follow
is
me on Sledge
crazy,
805.
which is crazy, you know. But I'm always late to everything,
Mm-hmm.
and case in point, today, that's the reason why we're running late, is me, and she always she'll wait on me like if we'll run a Costco trip or something. She doesn't get as mad at me anymore because she will wait for me. While she's waiting for me, she goes on TikTok. And we know you can bleed so much time on TikTok.
Too much time.
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't have it.
I don't have TikTok either.
You're very smart.
You guys should get TikTok. You should get a TikTok for
no,
Oak and
they're
Iron.
smart
I've
for
been
not
You should
having
get one
it.
for Oak and Iron. You really should.
Gym, yeah.
It's that, but it's also a stupid thing to have because when you have TikTok, they can have access to anything your device is next to, they can have access to it. If TikTok is on your phone, they can have access to your iPad, even if it's not on your iPad.
Oh, that's creepy.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
So it's no, it's true. Don't question it.
It's definitely
It's true.
Yeah, I believe that.
So that's the scary thing. And also TikTok is so smart with the algorithm, which is a good thing because it kind of, figures out what you like and what you don't like. But also it's like it can be informative, it can be educational, but it can also be draining time away, and that's not we have to get shit done. That's all. I was gonna close the hatch.
Don't close it on her.
Close
Don't
it on
close it on her.
She got you lots of good stuff.
I was like, you made her lift.
I didn't make her do anything. Okay.
Moms are real strong.
And
Wow.
Mom is very strong.
Yeah.
She works out. So
All right.
Are you an only? I have to ask.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
That makes a lot of sense.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I could tell that. Oh, that explains everything.
So many.
Okay.
So many things.
Every.
So many things.
You know what you didn't know when you invited my sister on this podcast is she's actually a psych major.
Really?
Oh, I do people.
Well,
I do people.
well, I'm no longer talking anymore.
Which is, I
you
think,
know.
why personal training kind of like fell
full
into my
disclosure.
lap and felt so natural and so good. Because I've always done people. Like people are fascinating to me, and so
I've
I
done
get to
people
use
too.
my degree. It's so great.
I've done a
don't need
lot
to
of
get-
people.
we don't-
I've done a lot. Anyway.
to tweak those words.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I have when I went to college, I did a psych 101. Started psych because I wanted to be I thought I wanted to be a psychologist. And started psychology, and I halfway through I'm like, this is not for me, because we started studying the brain,
Right.
And it's insane how much now I'm so enthralled with the brain,
Right. Doesn't it make so much more sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Back then, no. And I was like, I can't. I went back to mechanics, so I was in school for mechanics, and I ventured into that as like a side thing, and I started getting into that. But I'm like, once I started to become very, oriented around the brain.
Is this
I'm
someone
like, I can't
else's
do
mom?
this.
We got all the moms coming in.
Hey.
What are you doing?
Come on.
What are you doing?
No, we're just live.
Everybody.
Hello.
This is Brittany.
Hi, Brittany.
Sledge,
Hi, Brittany.
Ashley, Lindsey.
Come on in.
How are you? Pleasure to meet you. How are you?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you, Brittany.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Hello.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
What's up?
Oh, okay. So
Please sit down. Talk to us.
you guys
Sure.
are going to be doing this event,
Uh-huh.
and of course, I needed to come by
Yeah.
and rope you guys into this experience of a company that I work for. Nobody has to buy anything, but in the future, if you love it, then look to me.
Okay.
But this is it's an energy supplement, and I know there's different energy supplements, drinks. They're full of crap, honestly, like crap-like stuff that's not good for your body. And this company was created by two individuals. Their names John Malott and Najla Malott, and they made their own company because they are into fitness, and they couldn't find a product that gave them all their nutritional needs. So they created a system with 4 supplements that are energy, sleep, a multivitamin, and anti-aging supplement, that's my favorite. But anyway, will you guys snap on your live broadcast of beauty
Of course.
and the brawn?
At least you got it
People
right.
already know.
At least you got it
I don't have to
right.
Explain.
Yeah.
Also,
Thank you.
okay,
Sure.
I'm so excited right now, and I'm gonna do it too.
Wait.
So there's-
Espresso,
there's
okay, I
green
like
tea. I'm not
espresso.
joking. There's
I like
green
espresso.
tea in this. There's green coffee. There's turmeric. There's red ginseng. There's blueberry. There's broccoli. There's
Well,
kale.
we never snap alone.
We never snap alone.
Okay. We never snap alone.
Okay, so you put this. This man's an expert. I don't even know how you knew that.
So
You put it up to your mouth and then you snap it in half and suck out what's inside.
All right. Are we all going to try this? All right. Here we go. All right.
Is that caffeine in it? Caffeine in it?
It's green tea, so caffeine from green tea and caffeine from green coffee. So they actually have a
okay,
better
green
health
coffee,
benefit to your body.
It's
than
not a
some of
bad
the
taste.
stuff. And it's 5 calories. It's sweetened with
Ooh.
allulose.
I have to go run now.
Yeah, I was like 5 calories. Can I hit the Stairmaster real quick?
I'm gonna have to
Thanks.
do 2 burpees.
And honestly, this is the
Do two
newest
burpees.
flavor, which I love it. Like, I am a coffee girl, so I've not tried it till this very moment. Thank you, guys. Like, I don't
Awesome.
need shades in here.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's-
Love it.
that was great.
Are you in town?
Well, so this has been the most incredible day. I'm not trying to overstep on
Do
guys'
you, girl?
I love it.
amazing
You're having the best day
podcast.
ever.
My oldest daughter just got to meet Pink.
Really?
Aw.
Really? Thank you, Pink. You're amazing.
We got
Wait,
the
is she in
winery?
town?
She has a
so she's
winery.
in
In San Ynez,
Solvang.
yeah. Oh, cool.
Oh, does she really?
Bless.
No shit.
But I'm a mom, right? And she's a mom, and she just made one of my daughter's dreams come true because that's
That's really
her favorite
sweet.
female artist. So I door dashed today for the first time
Oh, okay.
in the hills of AG, where you used to kind of have your homestead out there. Like, it's beautiful. It's so vast. I never even knew there was that many beautiful homes and mountains. And that was at like 5 in the morning. So I need this. I've been up since 3.
Need about
started-
4.
No, I'm actually really awake. I started a new venture just to try to make things meet, but I love your guys' podcast.
Thank you.
I love it. Like,
Thank
you
you.
guys are hilarious.
Thank you.
There's funny banter. There's serious stuff too, which I'm sorry about your dog. And
That's okay. Thank
like,
you.
you two have an amazing thing going, so keep it up. I don't want to. I want to just grace you guys with this fun stuff and let me know how that
Absolutely.
fares.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Good to see you.
I feel like I gotta hug you now.
Yes, I can
Aw.
multiple hugs. Thank you.
Sweet.
Oh, and I'll steal your hat.
No, don't do that.
Don't
You'll
forget
show.
your glasses.
Yeah, don't forget your glasses. You'll show my bald spot. Don't do that.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Yes.
Thank you. Subscribe. Yes.
Bye, Britt. I'll talk to you soon, babe. Man, so many awesome visitors. So many.
I feel like we're doing something right.
You know.
Wait, what happened? You need the box
You need
back?
The box here.
Wait a minute. I need that product.
Here's your box.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Adios.
See ya. So yeah, I mean, I didn't know we were gonna get this many visitors. That's fucking awesome.
Anybody else?
I love
Bueller?
it. I love it.
Bueller? No, I'm just kidding.
So what we
I don't even
threw
know
me
what we're
off,
talking
right?
about, dude. All I know is we
Now
all
I'm amped.
Hey, girl.
we all never we all snapped together.
Hey, girl. Now I'm amped up.
That tasted pretty all right.
No, it did. What's good?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, very interesting though. Like when you snap it and then like you gotta squeeze the gimmick out. It's a little weird.
I know. It's. I wonder if they have a patent on that process.
I don't know, but like I'm so used to like, oh, you rip it, you put it in water, and then you shake it.
If
you
it
know?
was on the shelf though, Justin, and someone's hands touched the outside of that package,
He would never touch
you
it.
Just put it in.
don't care about that.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're right. But it's like because shit on the hands.
Yeah,
Right.
dude.
Did you ask her if she washed
no.
her
Yeah,
hands
Clor-
before she
Yeah,
handed
Clorox.
that to you?
And I'm
Because-
pretty sure she was holding her keys in her wallet.
Dude,
I didn't think
Lysol.
about that. You know, to be honest with you, there's certain things that I think about and certain things I don't think about. I guess I don't think about that. Maybe because it was in the mix of
You
other
might
ones
have
that
shit
were
in your mouth.
filed in.
Yeah.
And maybe that's okay with me. Maybe the shit inside my mouth is okay with me, but touching things and then touching my steering wheel and then touching my door handles
So
is
many
not
things.
okay. You know?
So many things.
It could have been, man, but
Love
it's
this.
like my brain doesn't think about that sort of thing, but it thinks about where has my hand been, where are other people's hands been, touching my handle, touching my steering wheel, touching my doorknobs in my house, then going to touch
Where do you
my
think her hands have been?
blankets. She's a very clean person, so I trust her.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you got plans today?
I was like, where do we go from here? Like, I have
mean-
nothing. I
I
got
have
no-
to train.
You have to
Of
train
course.
still?
Yeah, I haven't trained yet.
Oh,
What are you gonna train?
Back.
Back.
nice.
What's your favorite training day?
The weekend.
No,
love
I mean like
training on the
to
weekend.
train.
Legs.
Legs,
Legs
yeah.
for sure.
How about you, Ash?
Favorite? I don't know. I love Metcons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you ever into CrossFit?
Well, I mean, Headstrong is, we sort of take a lot of CrossFit type
Mm-hmm.
stuff when we train. So,
I have to ask you, why doesn't Robbie have any mirrors up in his gym?
because it's
No
not
mirrors.
about what it looks like, it's about what it feels like.
But right, so seeing yourself perform an exercise actually reinforces what it feels like in your body.
But there are
When you
in
see
like
Preach it,
yourself
mama.
exercising.
Preach
our-
it.
I'm
in
gonna
our
say
open
it.
gym area.
Yeah. And then also seeing correct form in a mirror. When you're performing correct form, you could reinforce that movement pattern by using a mirror. So why does he have a
I mean, so like in the open gym area where the dumbbells are, there are mirrors.
Okay.
You know, so for like, we do have a lot of people who are into more of like bodybuilding style training that, you know, utilize that section. But
even
as far
non-bodybuilding
as
trainer, I think that you'd want to see like correct form.
when you're doing like Olympic lifts and wall balls and, you know, that's why we
So
have
are you
coaches.
saying when you're doing CrossFit, you can have so-so form?
No, not even about so form, but you need to have a good understanding of like, okay, hip crease below the knees and what that, you know, I mean, it's so much because it's repetitive. It's about what it feels like in your body. And if you're not being coached well, you know, then yeah, I've seen a lot of people have that mediocre form, but there is a movement standard you know, that we should hold our athletes to.
Well, definitely
Yeah.
in any modality.
Right. But yeah. And also, you know, some people can be intimidated by mirrors. I don't know. I mean, you've been on your fitness journey for a long time, but I know people that are just getting started out, and it's a big deal, number one, to just show up
I
to a
definitely
gym.
have clients that will train with me and they go, I don't want to turn and train facing
Yeah,
the mirror.
for
I'd rather
sure.
you just coach me and I'd rather be facing away
Yeah.
from you. And that's cool.
And it does
I
for a
mean,
lot of people.
yeah.
It helps them stay present in the class. You know, they're focusing on,
not
again,
see,
not be so consumed with, okay, I'm like watching myself do this thing in the mirror.
It could be motivating or it could, you're right. It could be
Depends on the person.
detracting. I could see that.
We were just talking about that. I think a couple weeks ago about some girl on my TikTok decided to say I was the reason why she doesn't go to the gym. because of people like me.
Oh, that's disappointing.
And I'm like, wait,
That's
what?
disappointing.
Huh? She goes, because you're intimidating. And I'm like, no, we want you to come to the gym. We want you to be there. We want you to interrupt us to a point and ask us for help with something.
For sure.
You know, that's kind of a thing that we want you to do. Like we want you to go in there because it's showing that you're bettering yourself. Right? And yeah, she's just like, yeah, that's the reason why I don't go to the gym is because people like you.
There are multiple reasons why she doesn't go to the gym.
There's multiple reasons why, but yeah.
You're a target.
Yeah, and I was like, wait
Let's
a
keep it.
minute.
Yeah.
But that is so much of our job as, you know, whether we're trainers, whether we're gym owners, creating a space that is inclusive, that people can walk in and feel like they're part of a community.
Yeah.
I mean, that's huge because we never, you know, like when we're into fitness, we want people to enjoy it and to share it with others. Like we don't ever want people to feel like I can't go to the gym or I'm not welcome here.
I was very intimidated to a point going to the Lion's Den. The Dragon's Lair. Sorry, Dragon's Lair. Sorry. I was very intimidated going there.
The Lion's Den,
Yeah, that's a cool one. I might name my gym
Let's
that.
use that,
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah, I was very
When
intimidated.
it's such an inclusive environment also.
Right, but I was very like I was intimidated by it just because like whose gym it was, and like you're gonna see a lot of bodybuilders there. You're gonna see a lot of like people that I want to be like, but at the same time, though, I was like, this is gonna be very motivating as well. And I had a blast in that place.
Oh, good.
And they were so nice and just so welcoming and just so everything. And like, it was really cool that I noticed like the little things, right? They had a microwave. So you can actually like warm up your food after you get done working out. I thought that was really, and like a seating area. I thought that was really fucking cool, right? And like they have a posing area and then they have, you know, all the other things. And like, I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger. I really was. But it was very long, more than wide, right? And I like love that gym now. Like I was like, yeah, like we need something.
Strength equipment.
Yeah, I was like, we need something like that here on the Central Coast.
Yeah.
Something that has like up-to-date equipment that bodybuilders feel like they can come to when they're in the area.
Well, I hope this kind of is the start of that.
Yes.
I really hope.
Yeah.
And I have had quite a few bodybuilders or fitness enthusiasts that are starting to go down that bodybuilding journey and come in here. And we use the studio next door as our posing room.
Hell yeah.
So I hope that's, you know, sort of being cultivated and created here.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad you had a good experience.
Great
It's
experience.
one of my favorite spots.
Great experience. I can't wait to go back. Like I really can't.
So,
There's a lot of cool gyms there in Vegas.
there are. Yeah.
There's like Fit Club
Yeah,
that like
it's
just
definitely
opened up,
epicenter.
and then
There's a powerhouse.
there's a Powerhouse. Yep. Las Vegas, like what's it called? Like Las Vegas.
LVAC.
Yeah.
That like 5-10 years ago was like
The shit. Yeah. That was a place. Yeah. You got EOS. And, yeah.
Of Vegas. Yeah.
But yeah, there's and then like I think Color's opening up one there, possibly. Yeah. So yeah, there's like a lot of cool gyms that are like recently opening up in Vegas that I can't wait to kind of just jump to each one. Now they're kind of expensive for the day pass, but that's okay. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's not Planet Fitness.
It's not Planet. Nope.
I believe you went to Planet Fitness.
I go to 19 now.
I went to Planet Fitness for a couple times, for a couple months. I went maybe a few times.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I just got a problem with it. Like I got a problem with it. Like a problem with Smiths. Smiths are fine. I fuck with the Smith a lot, but I also fuck with regular barbells and regular dumbbells a lot.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how you feel about this. I know how you feel about this. I could probably guess how you feel, but as much as when you compete, you're on stage in front of lots of people and you don't have a problem with that. And that's been the same, my same experience. When I'm training and I have the cardio facing the weight, all the weights, I feel on display, like I feel weird. Like even if people aren't looking at me,
that's kind of
I know you're not looking at me, but what if you are? And I'm training and I just feel weird, like being like I'm being put on display. I never liked that for some reason. I didn't think that would be an issue with me, but it was an issue. Like it's just.
Well, that's interesting because I feel like Planet Fitness is the only gym that does that. But if you're going to like a lifting specific gym, then there's not going to be a full bank of like 20 treadmills anyways.
Right. And all facing the free weight area. Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
How did you like that? You didn't mind? Didn't
bother
mind you?
me. No.
Yeah. It's weird. It's like I can be put on display
So
for,
I'm
the
not
pageantry of bodybuilding, but when it comes to working out, doing the damn thing, I'm like, don't fucking look at me.
I do like 19 though. Like I have really fell in love with that gym. Just
Such
because
a
it
basic
has
gym.
it just has different like machines and different things that hit different target areas, and I'm just like, oh fuck, like I totally forgot that you guys had one of these.
And
I
it's
tell
not
you.
big. It's not huge.
It's not big,
either,
no.
But you can get in and get
Yeah,
out.
get in, get out, and get your work in. Call it a day. Yeah,
I love fitness.
a lot of people are nice there too. Like that's one of the big things too. Is like I like nice people.
Yes.
I don't like being bugged, but I like nice people. So when I go in, people say hi to me. That's nice. I like that. When you just fucking ignore me, I guess that's okay too. Whatever.
That happens.
It happens a lot.
There are certain people that I specifically ignore because they don't want to conversate with them. And there are certain people that I don't like. And I want you to know I don't like you. So I give
Thanks,
you the
man.
cold shoulder on purpose.
Oh,
Like-
you're not talking to me directly.
No.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, I
You
like
really
you.
looked at
Obviously,
me
I do a
very
fucking
intently,
podcast
though.
with you, dude.
It's like you looked at me very intently, though.
No, there are certain people. There are two people, in fact, at Fitness 19 that I do not like, and I make it known that I don't like them by my energy, by if I look and I look away, or I'll look past them. Like I don't care. And I'm not a confrontational person. I'm not a contentious person. But sometimes I want you to know. I want it to be in the thick of the air that I don't like you.
Yeah. What's that about?
And that's the thing. It's a weird thing because I'm not that way. I guess I am to some degree, but I'm not because in the majority of me is not that way. The majority of me wants to be accepted by people. The majority of me wants to talk and conversate with people and be sprung out of my element, so to speak. But then there are certain people that rub me the wrong way. Their energy rubs me the wrong way, and I don't give a shit if you know that I don't like you. And I will carry that to my grave. And if there was a time where I might need you, I'll take the L that I can't use you because I don't like you. I'll take the L, even if there's something that you can provide for me, and I'm well aware of that. Something that I might need to use you for. I'll take the L and go somewhere else for that because I don't like that person. And there's just...
Is there a reason why? Like they
there's
did
always
something
a
to
reason.
you?
There's always a reason. One in particular is a gentleman that only talks to pretty females, and he's old. And he talks to pretty young females, but he doesn't talk to a lot of dudes. And he flirts and hits on pretty young females, and he's fucking married. And I know this, and I hate that because it's dishonorable towards your woman, your wife. And furthermore, you don't have any business talking to these pretty young females. So why is it the theme of your life in the gym that you talk to only pretty females about your business or whatever? And even if it's good, wholesome conversation, it's not, because I know you as a man. I know the directive. I know what's behind. I know the agenda. And I don't like that. I think it's dishonorable to your wife, and I think you have no business talking to the woman that you do talk to. There's no reason for you to talk to them. And also, he also hit on my previous girlfriend, and that's how I know that this is his agenda. And it's like, to me, that's disrespectful to me as the man. If you know that that's the woman that I'm with, and he did know, and it's like, why would you do that? That's disrespectful, not only to your wife, but to me. And again, you have no business talking to these young females that are 50 years, what's the word? Less? Like they're 50 years younger than you are?
That's junior.
You're no business. So I have a
Sounds
problem
like
with
this
that.
guy triggers you hard.
He does.
Super
yeah,
hard.
Fuck him, dude. And I'll own it. There's no problem with owning it. Fuck him, dude. And then
Look at the camera. Fuck you, dude.
fuck him, dude. and then also
Make sure we cut that.
And then there's also like a knucklehead that goes to the gym, and he's just a knucklehead, and so don't like him. And we used to be friends, and we have a hard issue.
Interesting.
And that's the reason why we don't like each other.
What
and
is
I'm
the
fine
hard
with
issue?
Yeah, are we going to expand?
Are we going to expand on this hard issue?
There was a difference of opinion, and there's just a difference of opinion, and the way he handled the conversation was very knucklehead-like and very juvenile. and I didn't feel that was warranted over our friendship and our history. So fuck him too. All of them. And I fucking own it. And I can love that because I know that there's a whole other part of me that is not that way and fucking loves people and wants to be better for people, wants to see the betterment of them and be a benevolent source for other people. But those people, fuck them. Period.
Yeah.
I'm just very black and white with certain things, and that's one thing I'm very black and white with.
I can
What about
respect
you,
the
man?
transparency.
Do you like
Fitness IT. I mean,
is
going
there
down.
people you don't like?
Everybody.
No,
No,
that's
I'm
not
just joking.
true.
Well, you did. You
I'm
kind of
just
open
jo-
with like,
yeah.
I don't like people.
I'm just, I don't know. I guess I'm somewhat to a people person. It's like, I don't know. People kind of shy away from me because of who I am and what I am and how big I am. And people shy away from me. People like you, probably not. You're like, oh, I see fucking people like you all the time, like whatever. But like normal people, definitely shy away from me.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Like if you put me in.
Yeah, one of those faces. You just always look like you're pissed.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not.
It's just your
resting
face.
resting bitch face.
I'm just a dude
What's
Right.
the male
playing a
equivalent
dude
of
acting like
resting
another
bitch
dude.
face?
That's it. You know.
What is the male equivalent of resting bitch face? I don't
Resting
know.
bitch face. I
Yeah,
guess.
resting bitch face.
Yeah.
Just
You gotta come up with
resting
something.
asshole face.
Nah, it doesn't rhyme. Nah.
I know. Well, neither does resting bitch face.
Aggro face,
Aggro face. Yeah.
high T face.
IT face.
There's, I don't know. There's a lot of people that like kind of irritate me, that fucking annoy me, but you know, whatever. Like I was telling you about the guy that who was like, oh man, like Vegas is turning into California and all this shit, and it kind of annoys me a little bit, And I'm like, are you sure it's just not you?
Yeah.
You know, like that kind of annoys me a little bit, but other than that, like I'm not gonna sit there and like publicly be like, fuck you, dude. But like
I will.
Don't
care.
I don't know.
I'm not going to name names because that's
Yeah,
obviously fucked up.
obviously.
But look, man, in my life, I try to own everything, even the negatives. There are a bunch of negatives to me, and there are a bunch of positives. I'm going to own the negatives just as much as the positives. And
Absolutely.
those are the negatives, and those people earned those fucking negatives. They earned them. I didn't tell you to be that. I didn't tell you to be this. I didn't tell you to be
piece of
knucklehead. Look, man, that's the way you are. That's fine. I don't like that though. And there's and I love the fact that I love that I fucking don't like them. I just love it because there are so many people that I love. And I want to be accepted by. I want to be a positive source for. But then there are those two people.
Just two.
I'm just like
Two out of
no,
the whole
I want you
world.
to know I don't
You
like
could give
you.
them all your negative energy.
I even told this other gentleman in the gym. I said, and I know he talks to this other guy. The guy talks to fucking the pedophile. Talks to fucking other women. Yeah, I said it. Listen, this maybe not a pedophile. That's probably too
It's a little strong.
But look, who knows?
No, who knows?
Who knows what he does, what he thinks about, what his dark demons are? We all got him. I told this gentleman, I said, that guy, I said, and I didn't point like, wasn't like that direct about it. I said, such and such. I said, that guy, dude, why does he always talk to blah, blah, blah? Why does he always do that? I said, I don't fucking like that. I don't fucking like him, dude. Like that, I can't respect that.
Yeah.
Hoping that he would tell him. And I mean, I honestly would just, I almost want to tell him myself, like, dude, I don't
Do
like
it.
But then that's also kind of like not.
I mean, have you ever asked any of the women that he talks to, be like, hey, are you uncomfortable? Like, hey, is this guy making you feel uncomfortable? Like,
Yeah, no. Maybe
because
I
also they should have that power and autonomy themselves. If that guy's giving them vibes, they should be like, dude, don't talk to me. I'm in a gym.
Yeah, but
Right. And that's like one of the reasons I think a lot of women shy away from gyms too.
Absolutely.
Or they look for all female
Absolutely.
gyms.
Right.
Is because they don't want that type of energy. Especially when you're in maybe less clothing.
Right.
Or, your body is in different forms that
You're on the abductor adductor machine and somebody's trying to chat you up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you off camera what he does for a living, and that's going to make a lot of sense. And that's going to, I can't say it here because there's only a select couple of people like him in the community, and it takes one person to hear this
For sure.
and then I know who he is.
We have a lot of locals that listen to us.
So I'm going to tell you off camera what he does and what he talks to these women about, which is his entry. And then you're going to flip, okay.
Got it.
Now I know why you really don't like him.
Yeah.
Because also, I'll tell you off camera.
I'm very intrigued by this.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued.
I
by
feel like
this.
I want to go with you and make a scene.
Kind of, yeah.
kinda
Like,
really
yeah,
do.
like I kind of want to like.
I kind
and
of want
the
to
thing
catfish him. Can we catfish him?
Ooh.
What
a show.
I said, and it takes. And
We could do it live.
Let's do it.
We can mic up.
Oh,
I
my
got the
gosh,
pels.
No, I can't.
I'm
it,
getting
it would-
lapels.
It would ruin his whole life.
Fuck it.
It would ruin his whole life.
Fuck it.
And
How
I
many?
don't like
how many
him.
people do you think that he's fucking ruined their lives?
Maybe none. But
That's
I think
not
that, like,
true.
I honestly don't like him, but I wouldn't do it to anybody. I'm not.
I'll ruin everybody's fucking life.
I love the contention between him and I love the contention between myself and this other gentleman, and in some way that's sort of narcissistic in nature, correct? Like
A
you
little
like
bit.
that kind of confrontation, and almost like you feed off that.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
don't-
like they care about you so much that they're giving you their negative
Yeah,
energy.
but I'm not that way with anybody else. Like I don't like that with anybody else. But these two guys, it's like I would fight and I'd want to fucking beat them up.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fighter.
Yeah.
But I'd want to do that to because I just don't respect them. It's a respect issue.
This might be an interesting question. Have you ever been in a fight?
Yeah, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
just wondering.
man.
Like throwing punches?
Throwing
yeah.
punches?
Oh,
With
yeah.
that
I know you
beautiful
can't tell
face?
in my face, but yes. Yeah.
Have
back
you
when I
ever
was
been
younger.
punched in the face?
Yeah, man. Back when I was younger. This
Okay,
is high
just
school
wondering.
though. It's high school, college.
Okay.
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
You got in a fight in college?
Man, I hate it. Yeah, I hate fighting. But I hate fighting, but you have to fight. You have to fight sometimes.
That's true. That is true.
But the thing is, words can't solve everything. And luckily, I'm sort of good with my words, and I can talk myself out of contention with most people. And I'm good with body language. I'm good with behaviors. I'm good with eye language. I can see what's going on with the mental faculties of a person before they're even dispensing with it in real time. And I can adjust and chameleonize as a result. But sometimes that doesn't even fix it. You just have to fight.
Yeah.
But fighting never solves anything, ever, except for you walk away or I walk away, and then they have respect for you. But then the day it's a respect issue with the men. And the man can respect the man that beat them up, vice versa. It's a respect issue with me and this gentleman, these two gentlemen. I don't respect them. I don't respect their move. I don't respect the way they operate in life. And that's the reason why I don't like them. And that's the reason why I fucking just glorify that dislike. And also because it's very rare in my life that I don't like somebody. And I hold it so sternly, you know?
Wow.
This whole
Very,
thing,
very
this
passionate.
whole podcast has been very therapeutic.
It is.
It's been.
I love it.
I feel like I've been sitting in therapy for the last 2 hours.
Well, I need a charcuterie board. I'll tell you that much, man. This whole thing has done, yes, it's very therapeutic, but it's also been charcuterie on my mind.
I like
the
Korean
last,
barbecue.
hour and a half, man. Like,
Oh,
I
wow,
have
really?
to now, I have
Like
to.
2 fistfuls of cheese.
It is now, what's that?
Do that.
It is now what is that? Not a temptation, but it's a
A fixation.
yeah. Like I'm just,
Fixated.
I need to now do it. Like when you have a certain, like if you are it's a craving. It's a craving now. It's a craving. It's turned into a
Okay.
craving now.
I want you to eat. I want you to eat as much charcuterie board as you can tonight.
No, because I need to save my
As
stomach
much as
for tomorrow.
you
No, you're supposed to
bro.
stretch it out.
I think
Yeah.
before you're supposed to drink a ton of water, if I can recall correctly.
Good,
Good,
Right,
because I got my
The
gallon over
bodybuilder
there.
that is
so.
a pro eater
Drinks a ton of water.
drinks a ton of water,
Yeah.
shit ton of water for 2 days before. And then if you need to stretch your stomach out even more, eat a salad.
Salad. Yep. Lettuce.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
gonna
still
do the
not gonna
next
save
one.
you, man.
I'm definitely gonna do the next one.
You guys should come up tomorrow. That'd be
really
fun.
wanna be a
You guys should come
What do you
up
guys are
tomorrow.
going tomorrow?
Yeah, what are you guys doing tomorrow?
We got a party tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do
We're
you?
gonna go axe throwing.
Yeah.
Hey,
Actually,
thanks for
we're gonna be
inviting me.
slow.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
you're
thanks.
welcome.
Fantastic.
Anytime.
Yeah. Fucking. Yeah. What are you guys doing that?
In Slow, they have that.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
axe
that's
throwing place.
that's
yeah.
where we're gonna be at.
Oh, Hoagie's in Slow.
Not the
Yeah.
axe throwing
Oh.
place. Leave
No,
them alone.
Maybe
They
we'll
got their
have
own
to
thing they're
somehow
doing, man.
cross paths.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
They can't let you down now, but they want to. But let them do their own thing, man.
I just want them to witness me whooping your ass.
It's not gonna,
tomorrow.
well, we're gonna camera.
At what
We're
time
gonna
are you guys there?
film it.
Come on, what time?
We're gonna
3?
be doing a podcast at 3, eating at 5.
Ooh,
That might be right at the end of our.
we might be able to
Yeah.
If you have nothing else going
cruise
on.
by.
Yeah, if you have nothing else going on. Yeah.
Let's see.
Is that we're done?
We're done.
Oof.
Ladies and gentlemen, Booty and Braun!
Over and out. Nice.
Oh, I forgot.